That I know it's going to go viral. I don't care. So you were correct about that. Your reaction?
It's not an opinion you're allowed to have.
Are you saying this is a Tua
I'm
thing?
surprised the board
Because he's
isn't
on the Dolphins, or is this a
Well, you
Mahomes
know
thing?
what? To be honest with you, Brew, I was so wrapped up in these histrionics, I forgot the board. The board, you're right. It's the board should be. Listen, here's the deal. I'll let you handle the Tua piece of
Sure.
it. I'm going to handle the we need to live in an objective reality piece of it. There are certain. Listen, you can. There are a lot of opinions that there's a wide swath of available options. There's certain things that you're just wrong. If you say a gerbil is the best pet you can have, you're wrong. Say Warren Harding's the best president ever, you're wrong. If you say anyone other than Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in football right now, you're wrong. And if you are going to be wrong, at least be wrong like Tyreek has been wrong in support of your own guy.
I think that's
and as a good teammate. Don't be loud, wrong, and disloyal to an ex, which is what the Bills are. Like it was. So it's really hard to wrap that much wrong in a 10-second soundbite at a softball game, but he did it.
It was nice though, and I get.
And
the
Allen was right
sentiment.
there.
Yeah, and it was okay. And he never gave an official goodbye to Buffalo. But you could have said, you know what? More completions, higher percentage, more yards, more touchdowns, and fewer interceptions. My new quarterback, Tua. So I'm very proud of him and happy to be playing with him. But Josh Allen is also very good. Do you think this is at all a bad look from a Dolphins angle? I know it's not the biggest deal in the world, but
Yeah. Look, I think Tua first knows he's not the best quarterback in the league.
I don't know.
think he
Tyreek was
understands
trying to convince him.
throws a pretty ball.
I think Tua
like, I don't know,
also
threw
is
for the most
probably
yards. What do you want me to
thinking, first of all, who knows how close they are? There they look like they got a good friendly relationship, but they might really be boys,
Yep.
Poyer and Allen, so there's that. And I just think it was, something he wanted to throw out there, and Josh is right there, made him feel good. But
Odd, though.
He knows.
Odd. It's just, if I'm Tua, I'm like, hey.
So, really?
I shoot you a text. I shoot you a sad face text.
Tua knows. You don't think Tua knows he's not the best? Like, not
just don't
even
wanna
in the
hear it.
discussion
No,
I just
of
don't
the
wanna
best
hear it.
quarterback in the league?
Listen, I agree with what you're saying. The one wiggle room I would have for Poyer, he's still wrong on the facts, right?
Yes.
But I think it's less impactful because he plays defense.
Yeah, if it
I
was a receiver.
think if it was someone on the offensive side of the ball that went from Josh Allen to Tua, and then he's with Josh Allen, it's like you're the best.
You know what? Yeah.
Because he plays defense, I think it's less harmful in the locker room. It's very harmful for Jordan Poyer's future as an analyst if he wants to be one, because he got the easiest question wrong.
If I was Tua, I'd pull up a touchdown that I threw, like where Jordan Poyer was in the vicinity.
But Buffalo.
Just send it to him.
Okay. So let's talk about this. I'm going to give my boldest take ever. And I think I believe it. Like, I'm saying it, when I say I think I believe it, it's because I'm on the fence, not like I'm saying it just for the sake of saying it, because I will never do that. I've already talked extensively about those types of things, and I always want to be as honest and open as possible. So, in this moment, though, this is how I feel, and of course I can change my mind, but you guys ready for this one? All right. I believe right now, based off all of what I've seen now over the years, and all the evidence that I have, whether it be the stats, whether it be the eye test, whether it be just throughout the career, game to game, big moments, what each player can do, I am confident in saying that Josh Allen, if he was drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs, would be a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes. I think he would be better than Patrick Mahomes with Andy Reid and that whole team. And I think especially, and if you want to say that that's not accurate, I will definitely say that Josh Allen, this I believe without a doubt, that Josh Allen with the Kansas City Chiefs and Andy Reid would be better than Patrick Mahomes with any other team and coach outside of maybe Shanahan and the 49ers. I think Josh Allen is actually that good. and the benefit that Patrick Mahomes has had with the Kansas City Chiefs over the years, whether it be on the defensive side or offensive side, the offensive line, whether it be, obviously Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, Andy Reid, like it's just so massive to be able to have all those things, especially, of course, Andy Reid, that I think there are certain things that Patrick Mahomes does better, of course, than Josh Allen. But Josh Allen with Patrick Mahomes, or with Andy Reid, those limitations, those issues that Josh Allen has would be completely minimized. Not to mention, Josh Allen can do more than Patrick Mahomes because he is bigger and stronger than Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen can literally do anything. He is a monster. I don't know if people realize that. He is a monster. He is like a hybrid between Big Ben and Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is not as durable or physical as Josh Allen. So if you put him with Andy Reid and actual legitimate weapons like a Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, what also now you add this dynamic, Josh Allen can also just barrel through people. He is an athletic freak. Patrick Mahomes can also scramble and do his things and can also rip for a run, but it is different. It is different from what Josh Allen can do. So even if we say that Patrick Mahomes can make better decisions and better accuracy, the playbook with Josh Allen and actual legitimate weapons of the Kansas City Chiefs and Andy Reid, who actually knows how to pull those strings, the playbook opens up even more. The Kansas City Chiefs would be even more difficult to defend with Josh Allen than Patrick Mahomes. That's just the way I see it. I mean, look what Josh Allen has to do when he doesn't have weapons. Like, he has to literally carry that team on his back. He has to rush. He has to score touchdowns. I mean, he has to do it all. Patrick Mahomes doesn't do that, and Patrick Mahomes can't do that at the level that Josh Allen can do. So when Patrick Mahomes didn't have the best wide receivers, when Tyreek Hill did leave and everyone was talking about Rashee Rice and all this, he was limited. He couldn't push the ball down the field. It's like, well, welcome to Josh Allen's world for the most part. I understand Diggs, but like, let's be serious here. There's been issues with regards to that. Not to mention, when an offensive coordinator doesn't know how to dial up the right plays, what good is it to have a wide receiver? We saw that with the Eagles last season. So Josh Allen would still be able to carry a team. We've seen him carry the team. It can't be understated. So I really believe that if we put Josh Allen on the Kansas City Chiefs and took Patrick Mahomes off the team, obviously, and Patrick Mahomes had to go to, really anywhere. The Ravens, the Eagles, the Cowboys, like anywhere but Shanahan and the 49ers, I would say Josh Allen would be considered to be the best quarterback in the league. And if we put now if it's like a simulation, right? We can just run the simulation. If we put Josh Allen on the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes on the Chiefs and see who would win the most Super Bowls, and it's all the exact same players, right? The trajectory. It would either be neck and neck, just nearly identical in terms of success, levels of success. Or I think Josh Allen would edge out Patrick Mahomes. And that is not to take away from Patrick Mahomes, because Patrick Mahomes right now is the best quarterback and is chasing the GOAT. He is an all-time great. So do not take this as me saying that Patrick Mahomes is not great. Do not take this that this is like what people say about Brock Purdy and the 49ers. That is not at all what I'm saying. Patrick Mahomes is an unbelievable all-time great. No question about it. And right now, I think he is the best quarterback because he's also being coached and has actually genuinely learned from the best offensive head coach in the history of the NFL. So because of that, he was actually developed. We use words like that all the time. Developed. Patrick Mahomes was genuinely developed by Andy Reid. That Josh Allen did not have. So that does put Patrick Mahomes as the best quarterback in the league. And I don't know if Josh Allen would ever be able to surpass him. Even if, unless Josh Allen somehow got to Shanahan or something, or Sean McVay, then maybe. But I think it's probably too late for Josh Allen to ever be the best quarterback in the NFL, because Patrick Mahomes has already have such a massive head start. And I don't even mean in just Super Bowl wins. It's just the development aspect of it all. And of course, having Andy Reid call your plays and draw up your plays is pretty nice, a pretty big luxury. So again, let me emphasize this one more time. Patrick Mahomes right now in 2024 and for the last few years, however many years, is the best quarterback in the NFL. No question. No question. No question. But you take Patrick Mahomes off the Kansas City Chiefs and you put Josh Allen there. There's actually, the more I say it, the more, before I started this by saying I think I believe this, I'm not sure, I might change my mind. I believe it more and more. Like, I really do believe Josh Allen is that great. And you have to understand that the Bills have failed him. They have failed him. And that's just what it is. There's just, you can see that Josh Allen is like the Swiss Army knife of the NFL. I mean, he can do so much. He can take over games, and he's doing that with a revolving door of offensive coordinators and disgruntled wide receivers. I mean, it's just like he doesn't have the support and the stability that the Kansas City Chiefs have given Patrick Mahomes. Just having Andy Reid, Tyreek Hill, and Travis Kelce the moment you enter the league? Like, what are we talking about here? It's the best situation to ever get to. I mean, let's be serious. That can't be understated. What happens if LeBron James was drafted to the Los Angeles Lakers and got to play with Kobe Bryant right off the bat? Do you think he would have taken him years to win his first title? Because it wouldn't have. He would have won it probably as rookie year. I mean, I'd have to look to see what the Lakers looked like at that year. I forget it, honestly. But it wouldn't be long. Or if he just so happened to be drafted to the Miami Heat and Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade, right? That team was already constructed and they were able to draft him. He would have won a championship within a couple years. So your environment matters. Your team matters. Your coach matters. It just does. And Josh Allen gets an insane amount of criticism and does not really get the respect that he deserves. Who do you think? Do you think if Josh Allen was with the 49ers, do you think that Patrick Mahomes wins both those Super Bowls against Brock Purdy and Jimmy Garoppolo? The answer is an emphatic no. Josh Allen wins both those Super Bowls. Just is. So it's just very interesting to me. And again, it's funny to me because we always want to use, especially victories and Super Bowl victories, as such like a big, like, that's what matters most. And I disagree with that. I think it matters, but not most. But you have someone like Nick Wright who thinks Jalen Hurts is not a good quarterback. He thinks Brock Purdy is not a good quarterback. And he thinks Jimmy Garoppolo is not a good quarterback. Those are the three quarterbacks that Patrick Mahomes has beat in the Super Bowl. And the one actually really, truly great quarterback, obviously, Tom Brady, he lost. And then people always want to say, yeah, but he had no offensive line. Well, then, then you admit that the team matters. If Patrick Mahomes doesn't get any blame and has no responsibility for not winning that Super Bowl against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bucks, well, then you admit that team matters. That other players matter. And they got smoked. He got rocked in that Super Bowl. Well, welcome to the world of Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. It's that simple. It's that simple. We can say that Patrick Mahomes is an unbelievable player. We can say that Patrick Mahomes is a GOAT or will be the GOAT. We can say that. We can also acknowledge all of the gifts that he's been given, just like Tom Brady. Do you really think that he didn't benefit by having people like Belichick, Gronk? Come on, of course he did. Of course he did. All players can benefit or have their careers taken back depending on what's going on. Do you think LeBron James is going to all those NBA finals in a row if he just stuck with the Cavaliers, or if he was drafted to, I don't know, man, the Charlotte Hornets, the Atlanta Hawks, the Sixers? No way. You think Jordan's going 6 for 6? If he was drafted I'm trying to think of what team was real not good. Was not good at that time. Honestly, off the top of my head, I couldn't think of a team. But probably the Sixers. Quite honestly, they've been trash for so long. Like, come on. Of course not. It matters who's around you. For every GOAT, it matters. Michael Jordan, it matters that he had Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Steve Kerr, Kukoc. It matters. LeBron James, it matters. He won rings with other all-time greats. Kyrie Irving, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade. It matters. But when it comes to Patrick Mahomes, everybody wants to act like all the players around him are not that good. Or that they're good, but they don't really impact it as much. They always want to bring down Andy Reid, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, whoever, and say, no, it's Patrick Mahomes. Okay. Well, so then what is the explanation as to why he did not win against Tampa Bay? Everyone universally says he had no offensive line. Well, then you admit that it was that the team impacted it. And then if the team helps lose, then the team certainly helps winning. So Josh Allen would absolutely be the best player in the NFL, best quarterback, if he was drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm saying it, and I believe it. But those are just my thoughts. I would absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about this one? Do you think that Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the NFL now? Or would he be with the Kansas City Chiefs? Or do you think all of this is just nonsense? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I would absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.